morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning. I am about ready to start my morning routine. The kids are off at school and we are going to head off to work this morning. Okay, guys, we are on our way to work, and let's see, today after work, it's Tuesday, so Blake has practice and Dean is now in charge of prepping the fields, the baseball fields on Tuesday nights. So for Tuesday night games, he preps it beforehand. So they kind of are trying to get volunteers to do that before games. So he volunteered for Tuesday nights because he has Tuesday nights off, so that works. So he's going to prep the fields and then we're gonna head to Blake's practice. So I hope that the sun stays out because it's always so much nicer when the sun is out. So anyways, we are heading to work now, and that's what we have going on after work today. Okay, guys, so the kids are home from school and we actually already had snack. We went through the bags and everything like that, and we're back in the car. We are going to head off to do a few errands before Blake's practice. So Dean is at the Little League field where we have games, and like I said, he is like the Tuesday night volunteer to prep the field. So he is doing the lines and raking the field and getting it ready for tonight's games. We don't have a game tonight, but we do have practice. So we're gonna run errands, and then he's gonna meet us at practice because he's Blake's assistant coach. So that's what we're off to do now. Yeah. Julia and I are just watching the kids. Everybody's starting to get here now. Are you watching your brother play?
Yeah, and I almost going to fall asleep.
You're gonna fall asleep? Oh my goodness. And Dylan's out there helping Daddy coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are having chili tonight for dinner. We are back from baseball practice, and after dinner, the kids are going to get ready for bed, and then Dean actually has tonight off, so I think we're going to watch a movie together and call it a night. So that's what our evening is going to look like, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning, and we finished our morning routine and all the chores that I need to do. I just had to start laundry and vacuum and wash our floors. So I got that done super early. Dean is awake. Him and Julia just went to the dump to drop off our recyclables and trash. When they get back, we're actually gonna go out for breakfast this morning before we head off to work. Okay, so tonight we're gonna have shrimp scampi. The boys are finishing up at practice. They should be home any minute now. And Julia and I stayed home so we could make dinner. I'm just waiting for the bread to be done, and then dinner will be done. And I think the boys are home, so good timing. Good morning, guys. It's Friday. Julia and I have today off, so we have a long list of things that we would like to get done today, or I would like to get done today. So I just went ahead and wrote down some general things that I need to do today, and then I'm going to make a list of things that I want to do today. I think it's good sometimes to specify between the two, so that way you're focusing on the things that you have to get done, and then if there's time afterwards, you can focus on the things you want to get done, just so that way your mind is in the right place and it's not wandering. It definitely helps me a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys my list for today of things that I need to get done. Okay, so here is my must-do list. So this morning I need to switch the clothes. I already put a load in the washing machine. I just need to switch it to the dryer. I need to unload the dishwasher and clean the crock pot. I need to put laundry away. I have a few bins in my kids' rooms that I need to put away. I need to do a quick declutter. So our house is kind of getting cluttered in certain areas, so I'm just going to take a bag and try to fill it with things that are, you know, either trash or unwanted items, and just get rid of some clutter. I need to do the floor, so I have to vacuum and sweep and mop the dining room and kitchen area. I need to clean the couch. There are a few stains that I want to just tackle before I forget about them and they get worse. I need to clean out the fridge and pantry. So I'm going grocery shopping today, so that's something I always do before grocery shopping. I need to do my meal planning for next week. I need to go to Tractor Supply Company. I need to go to Walmart, the grocery store. I need to pack bags. The kids are going, or the boys are having a sleepover at their friend's house tonight, so I'm going to pack their bags for them, so we're all set to do that after school. So those are the things that are on my must-do list. Here is my list of things that I would like to accomplish if I have time to. So I would like to film a few videos, I would like to clean the playroom, I would like to mulch, and I would like to put sand in the sandbox. So if there's time, these are the things that I'm going to try to tackle. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work. clothes are in the dryer. I'm gonna go ahead and empty out my dishwasher now. Dishwasher is empty. I just need to clean out my crock pot now. Dishes are all done, and I did clean my crock pot and put that away. Let me go check what's next on my list. I switched out the clothes. I did dishes. Now I need to just put laundry away. So here is the bin that's in my boys' room. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this away real quick. All the clothes have been put away for the boys' room. And I did quickly just go through our books. We have so many books. So this is like one area that I struggle with purging because, I mean, you can read them over and over again. I have 3 kids, so we hand them down. So I just went ahead and kind of organized them. I love putting our books into bins because it's easier for kids to kind of flip through and see the cover of them, especially if you have an early reader or a non-reader, because they're drawn to the pictures on the cover. They can't read the side, like the spine of the book. So this system works out really good. So over here we just have some chapter books. This is the book that we are going to be reading next together as a family. We always pick like one chapter book to read to the boys, and then Julia, we just read to her separately at night. Dylan is reading this one independently right now. The Buddy Files, The Case of the Mixed Up Mutts. It's just kind of like a little mystery type book. It's really cute. So that's the one he's working on. And then we just have a bunch of other chapter books. So we like to pull from here for, you know, Dylan's independent reading. He reads 20 minutes every day. That's kind of what he has for homework each night. And he actually really does enjoy reading. So here are some chapter books here. We have a Magic Treehouse collection. We share with some friends too, so we actually have a lot more than this, but we, you know, pass them on to friends, and we were really into this series for a while, but the boys are getting a little bit bored with it now because it's kind of the same thing that happens like in every book. I mean, it's different adventures that they go on, but it's the same type of setup every single book. So we're taking a little break from those. I do love these books. If you have kids, then I highly recommend this series. They're definitely a fun series to read together. And then down here, again, we just have some more chapter books. We have a lot of our Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Dylan loves those, so he reads those a lot. And just some other chapter books in here. And then this is our like early readers bin. So these are all for Blake. So our routine at night lately has been I read to Julia first, and while I'm reading to Julia and getting her settled, the boys have their independent reading time. So Dylan reads for 20 minutes independently. Blake can pick any book from here because he is doing a great job reading, and these are all his level. He loves Pete the Cat books. We have quite a few Pete the Cat books, and he can pick any of these and read these independently. And then when I come in and settle them into bed, that's when we start our chapter book that we read together as a family. So having a bin that Blake can just kind of pull from is really good. He also loves these. There's like Star Wars phonics books. They're very early beginner readers, which are great for him. Big, large words. And so yeah, that's kind of our bin for him. Down here, I just have larger books. A lot of our seasonal books are down here. We also have the Harry Potter series. My kids are not quite at that age yet, but I cannot wait to start reading these to them. Harry Potter, I think I've read the books a few times now. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And then we just have some of our bigger board books that don't fit very well into these bins. And we have more books over here. Like I said, we have a ton of books. I have a little bit of an issue getting rid of books. So over here in this bin are actually all magazines. So Dylan was getting scouting magazines and Boys Life magazines for a while. So we put them in here. There's an Avengers magazine that Blake had. Here are all of our character books. So we have a lot of Star Wars books in here, mostly Star Wars, some video game type books, Cars, basically any character theme are in there. These are sort of fact books. So we have National Geographic books and animal books and that sort of thing in here. Down here is our Dr. Seuss collection. So we have, you know, just all different Dr. Seuss. And also I do have some of these Mo Williams books mixed in. But I think we have more also downstairs in our playroom for Dr. Seuss. But those are all Dr. Seuss books in this one, and Mo Williams. I did have a few of those in there. And then these are just like board books that are more like activity books. So these are 5 minutes tales, stories for boys. So sometimes I grab this and we'll put it in the car. And if we're, you know, need to wait for a few minutes somewhere, or if we're in the waiting room at like the doctor's, I can just read these stories quickly to them. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, this is a bedtime rhyme story. And this one is a dinosaur, which again, this is a great one for like in the car. It's 1001 dinosaurs and other things. It's like all different. It's like Where's Waldo, but with dinosaurs. So that's a good one for like long trips or waiting rooms at the doctor's or whatever. And then these are just like miscellaneous storybooks. So these are not chapter books. These are just short story books, but yeah. So that's kind of how we have the boys' stories all organized. And I mean, they definitely do read a lot. We read to them a lot. So I just don't have the heart to purge any of these books. But we do go to the library a lot. We have stopped buying books. We've gone to the library a lot. Like Mondays are kind of our library day now. But yeah, so anyways, I just went ahead and kind of cleaned this up and reorganized it a little bit, because obviously books do get kind of put into different bins and whatnot. And it's easier for the kids to find things if they know which bin is what. So that is done. Now I'm going to move into Julia's room and tidy up her room. So here's the laundry I need to put away in Julia's room. Not as much at all. Of course, the boys share a room, so there's 2 people that I'm putting laundry away in their room, whereas Julia's just her clothes. Putting things away in Julia's closet, I just wanted to mention, if you are a new mom or if you have a little one in diapers, save those large diaper boxes. They are really sturdy boxes and they're great for storage. I've seen people put like wrapping paper around them to look nicer, or contact paper. You can definitely do that. Or like we clearly loves. And so having all the same boxes even looks uniform in a way. So those just hold clothes that she's growing into, clothes she's grown out of, and there's actually a third one back there with just like miscellaneous items. I actually put all of her like baby, you know, clothes like first coming home from the hospital. It's like a keepsake box basically. So those are a really good thing to have on hand for storage. So definitely don't throw those out. Hold on to them and reuse them. Okay, so laundry is done for Julia, and I went ahead and just reorganized a little bit in her room. So she had all of her baby dolls in here, or the majority of them, in her crib, and it made it hard for her to like play with it. So I just went ahead and put all of her dolls in this bin here. And this is a dresser that actually the bottom 2 drawers ended up like breaking. It's just very inexpensive, but it actually works out because we have this big bin now that slides right underneath there, and that's where I'm putting all of her baby dolls. And then over here, this she can now use as, you know, the baby's crib. And this crib is really nice because it did come with 2 bins at the bottom. So the one on the right has all of her like baby doll accessories, all of her clothes and, you know, bottles and all of that sort of thing. And then over here on the left, I have some of her smaller dolls. It's really dark in here, I apologize. But some of her smaller dolls are in there. Like she has, let's see, you know, a few of these like little tape dolls. She has a little magnetic doll, a few little Barbies. So those are all in there. And she has a little Doc McStuffins bag back there also. And then she has her high chair for her baby here, some pots and pans over here. And then behind here, we have some of her larger baby accessories. So like a little bag, and she has a car seat, and she actually has a stroller, but she's playing with that right now. So that is all organized, and now over here are her books. So I did go ahead and tidy those up a bit too. So in here, these are just the larger books that don't fit inside of the little cubbies here. And then down here she has her character books. So most of these are just, you know, character type books. And then over here are princess books. So these were actually gifted to us. It's a whole series. There's like a ton of them. And each story has like a different lesson in it. So those are really cute, and I like reading those to her. And then over here are just her board books. So, you know, just those short stories, but really cute classic type stories. Down here she just has more storybooks. So Countdown to Grandma's House, The Night Before Preschool, Love You Forever. I still have a hard time reading that without getting choked up. Just some other little storybooks here. And then over here is another series that was gifted to me when I did daycare, and these are all letter books. So there is a letter of each book has a different letter, and it covers the letter entirely. So I have those all in here too for her. And then this last bin are her little golden book collection. So it's all just little golden books in here. So all of her books are now nicely organized, and again, we can kind of grab which one we want out of which bin and know where they go. So those books are all organized now in both rooms, and I'm feeling pretty good getting some things done here. Since we've been talking so much about books today, I thought I would share with you guys where we put our borrowed books. So we have this bench here in our living room, and underneath it we just have two bins. And the one on the left, these are all books that my kids are currently borrowing from my husband's stepmom, my mother-in-law. She has a daycare, so she has a lot of cool books in her house also. And we were visiting there recently, and the kids fell in love with these books. So basically, they're called Nature's Children, and it has it focuses on two different animals. So for instance, this one has porcupines on one side, and on the other side is mallard ducks. And that's kind of how these books are designed. So you can learn about, you know, different animals and whatnot. So we're currently borrowing these from her. And then over here on this side, these are our library books. So our kids, they have a library at their school, and they go there once a week. So they give them these big plastic bags. It's actually right here, but I'm not going to take it out because it has their school name on it. So anyways, they get these plastic bags and they put their library books in here, and they need to return the books on library day in order to take a new one out. So we like keeping all of our books contained in one area. We also have like our public library books in here as well. We go typically on Mondays to the library as a family, and it is nice to have one designated area specifically for library books, so we're not going through our whole house trying to track down library books. Trust me, that has happened before, and that's why I came up with the system. So it's in a nice generalized area. The kids can, you know, come and read their books as they want to, and then they know to put them back when they're done with them. So again, it just kind of solves that problem of trying to have to hunt down library books and keep track of them. So that is where we keep our borrowed books. So I went ahead and did some decluttering. I was able to get rid of an entire bag worth of, you know, clothes that were just stained that we couldn't give away, and toys that were broken, and just general trash. So that's nice that I was able to get rid of so much. Now I'm going to go ahead and vacuum and clean my couch. So my camera died there for a minute, but I have already cleaned off my couch. I went ahead and vacuumed the floor, and then I took out my carpet cleaner, and we had like a stain over here, so I just cleaned that up. It looks like a million times better. So now I'm going to go ahead and just clean out my fridge and pantry, and then we'll head off to the grocery store. We got our errands done, and now we are going to go home and pick up the boys from the bus. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning, and I kind of left you hanging there on Friday. I typically end my weekly vlogs on Friday, but I got really busy. So when we got home, we just unloaded our groceries and everything, and then got the boys ready for their sleepover. And they slept over their friends, and I'm actually like, the friend's mom is like one of my best friends. So we hung out there until like 9:30. Julie and I didn't get home until like 9:30 last night. And so yeah, they had a fun time at the sleepover, and we're actually on our way there this morning. She texted me and she said, I'm making pancakes, I just ran out of syrup. So I'm like, I'm on my way. So I'm gonna drop off the syrup. We're gonna all go out yard sailing today because the town right next to us is having an all-day town-wide yard sale. So we're gonna get our friend and get the boys and her kids, and I'll go yard sailing today. And then we're headed to a barbecue this afternoon. So it's gonna be a really fun weekend. Tomorrow we have baseball, hopefully if it doesn't rain. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.